I'm finna show y'all exactly how to stack your first 10 bands, or exactly how I stack my first 10 bands. Let me break it down for y'all though. 10 bands, bro. Check it out. Every stack is $2,500. 25, 500, 5 bands, 7,500, 10,000 right here. $10,000 cash money. How did I stack my first 10,000? And I got 10,000 in cash because I know some people are visual learners, so they learn best when they see the actual cash right here in their face. How did I stack my first 10 bands from being completely broke? First of all, bro, I went and got a job. That's what I did. That's what I recommend y'all niggas do. If you broke, you don't have no money right now, and you trying to stack up, trying to come up, go get a job, bro. There's nothing wrong with working a job to stack you a couple checks. Go get a job, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, go get a job. And then when you get your job, you need to figure out what you can do on the side so you can start flipping your checks that you get from your job. You feel me? For me personally, what I did when I got my job, my side hustle was reselling. A lot of y'all know this already. So I got my job and I say, all right, every time I get paid from this job, I'm taking my checks and I'm going to buy shit that I can flip. I don't give a fuck if I was selling shoes, I was selling clothes. I started selling AirPods, AirPod Maxes, literally anything I can get my hands on in order for me to start flipping this money, flipping my shit. Now, I started off selling shoes. That's what I started off selling. I started off reselling shoes. I took every check I got from my job and I would go buy shoes. When the new Jordans came out, when some new Dunks came out, I would go to the store, I would buy them, and I would put them on my Instagram page and I would sell them, bro. A crucial thing y'all gotta understand is you trying to go from 0 to 10 bands, bro, you're gonna have to work hard. You're gonna have to grind. The first 10K, the first 100K you do is gonna be the hardest shit you ever do in your life, damn near, bro. You can ask anybody that didn't hit these type of numbers already, it's the hardest shit you're gonna do because you're starting literally from 0. So once you get that in your mind that, all right, I'm gonna have to work hard, I'm gonna have to put in some work, then you gonna be okay with going through the shit on a day-to-day basis, bro. You know what I'm saying? So first step, bro, if you don't have no money right now, go get a job. That's the fastest way to start getting consistent income. A job is gonna get you consistent income, consistent money that you know is coming in and you know you can go flip this shit. Number 2, pick you a side hustle that you can start investing in. I say reselling because, bro, that's literally the easiest shit you can do. Go buy something for one price, go sell it for more than what you paid, keep the profit, and reinvest. That's the simplest shit you can do with your bread. So get a job, pick a side hustle. For me, I had got a job selling cars at the dealership. And then I picked reselling, obviously, like I just said. So I started off selling shoes. I would go buy shoes. I would post them on my Instagram, post them on Facebook, post them on eBay. I would post them on every platform that I could think of, bro. Every single platform that I could think of, I would post them shoes on. I was posting my shit on because the more places that you post, the better chance you got for a sale. I always knew in my mind though that Instagram, social media, Snapchat, my TikTok, those was the breadwinners. Those were the bread and butter. All that Facebook and eBay bullshit, that's secondary. You want to focus on social media. You want to focus on social media. You want to focus on social media. So like, build your brand on social media as you go. Even if you started from the beginning, you feel like you ain't really got nothing to talk about, or you feel like you ain't good enough to post and shit, bro. Fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that shit, nigga. At least you trying, you know what I'm saying? So post your shit, bro. Build your platform, build your page up, start promoting, telling people what you do. Be confident in yourself so you can actually scale and run this money up, bro. Now, once you start getting once you get your job, right? This is what I did. Once I got my job, I started getting a couple checks in coming from the job. So I worked at the job for probably about a month or 2. I done got about 2 or 3 checks coming in so far. So boom, I started reinvesting the checks from the job into products. Then I'm like, okay, how am I gonna get my products sold? So I started me an Instagram page. I started me a TikTok page. And I started posting on Instagram and TikTok, taking pictures of the shoes that I had, taking pictures of the AirPods that I had, taking pictures of the clothes and everything that I was selling. I would post them on these social media pages every day. I'm talking about every single day. Mind y'all, I'm telling y'all, the first 10 bands is the hardest shit you're gonna do. So if you can't even If you can't even fix in your brain that you have to do something consistently and do it every day, then you're not gonna get the results that you're looking for. It's really just that simple. So every single day I was posting shit. I'm posting what I got for sale. I'm doing reels. I'm doing videos. I'm doing literally anything I can to get more people eyes on my shit and get more sales. Every time I make a sale, I'm recording that shit. I'm making content out of every sale. I'm taking a picture. I'm getting the people I sold it to repost it on their story and tag me and tell more people to tap in. This is what I was doing on a consistent basis, bro. It probably took me about 3 months to run up my first 10K doing this method that I'm telling y'all right now. So this shit actually works. You just have to really put in some fucking work. You have to grind, like, get into your brain, get this shit ingrained in your mind that you have to put work in, or else you're not gonna get it, bro. It's no glitch that's finna just drop money in your fucking lap. Like, this ain't a fucking video game, bro. I wish it was like that, but it ain't. Now, the thing that really helped me start getting a lot of sales fast, like I said, was social media. Posting my shit on social media every single day. And word of mouth travels fast. So when you sell something to one person, you tell them to go tell somebody. You tell them to repost it on their story. So now word of mouth is traveling fast that you the plug. Now, if you want to expand outside your city and you want to start, getting more sales, not just locally, but like locally as far as meetups, and you want to start shipping out orders and shit like that, this is why social media is so important. How do y'all think I was able to ship out so many packages every single day, bro? A lot of y'all watch my reselling videos. I was shipping out 20, 30 packages every single day because I learned how to use social media to my advantage. I learned how to post content. I learned how to get people engaged just from using my phone, using the internet. You feel me? This is the shit you have to understand if you really want to scale this shit fast. Now, when you're doing reselling and you want to take it to the next level and you done already ran it up in your city, you've been doing meetups, you've been posting consistently on social media like I just said, you want to start positioning yourself as a bulk supplier. This is exactly what I did, right? So I'm selling shoes, I'm selling clothes, I'm selling AirPods, I'm selling all this shit. I start ordering it in bulk. I got my credit right. I use my credit cards to order inventory in bulk. Now, when the inventory come in, I post on my story. I be like, hey, y'all, if y'all want to start reselling, come tap in with me. I got all the products in hand that I can just ship out to y'all fast as hell. You feel me? And that's exactly how I was able to run it up, by selling in bulk. When you doing reselling, if you just doing meetups every single day, hand-to-hand transactions, yeah, you're going to make some money. You might make a couple $100s. But if you really want to make racks, I'm talking about racks every day. Like, if you're going to make racks every day, bro, you're going to have to start getting your volume up. Don't it make sense that the more packages you ship out, the more orders you get, the more money you're going to make? How do you get more orders? You have to sell in bulk. So I position myself as a bulk supplier. You feel me? I position myself as a nigga that I got all the inventory in hand. Now I'm helping other resellers scale by getting them inventory in, fast as hell. Now, when it comes to like pricing and shit like that, I know I'm gonna get some people in the comments like, oh, how much did you sell everything for? The best way I can put it to y'all is, every product that I had when I was doing reselling, my goal in my head was, I'm trying to sell this product for double what I paid or more. So basically, if I paid $40 for an item, I'm trying to sell that bitch for $80 or more every single time, or every single product. I don't give a fuck what product it was, how much I paid for it. That's the doubles rule. I call it the doubles rule. I'm selling that shit for double what I paid or more every single time, no questions asked. Now, obviously, when you start selling bulk, you probably can't sell everything for double, but as long as you give yourself good room to make some money, then you'll be straight. But keep that in mind, bro. You wanna have a strategy with this shit, bro. If you just flipping shit and you just trying to do this shit, go through the motions, it's gonna take you way longer to get rich, bro. This is something I wish niggas would have told me when I first started. Because when I first started, I was just trying to hustle and do this and do this. I didn't have no game plan of how I wanted to do this shit. Bro, the minute that I actually got a game plan of how I wanted to start flipping my items, how I wanted to start selling it, how I was going to start really getting my volume up and selling more packages every day, like I say, selling in bulk, posting on social media, positioning myself as a bulk supplier. I got my credit right, so that way I can use the credit to buy inventory instead of using my own money to buy inventory. The minute I start doing them 4 things, that's when I really start seeing a lot of success with reselling, and I was able to stack my first 10 bands, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was able to stack my first 10 bands doing that shit. And bro, I gotta keep it a book with y'all though. Like I said earlier, this shit is gonna take work. Like it's gonna be hard for me to explain everything in one video, but the main thing is you have to grind, bro. And you have to really think about the best ways to do shit that you're doing. Because obviously you can just make 1 sale, 2 sales a day, but if you're really trying to get some real money, you have to have you have to think a little bit different than everybody else. If everybody else doing one way, your ass needs to be thinking about a different way to do shit. And that's how you gonna go crazy and like dominate, bro. But that's how I stacked my first 10 bands, bro. I got me a job. I took all the money from my job. I invested into a side hustle, which was reselling, and I ran it up. I started selling in bulk. I positioned myself as a bulk supplier. I got my credit right, so that way I could start using my credit to buy inventory instead of my own money. And if y'all want me to go more in depth on that shit in another video, just let me know and I'll do that. But that's how I did it, bro. And I just worked my ass off. Like I still work my ass off every day. You gotta grind. You feel me? Like if you don't grind, you ain't gonna shine, bro.